In this video I'll be demonstrating the Midea side-by-side refrigerator. Model number is HC-689WEN. The unit is supplied with this little egg tray, your user manual and your safety instructions. They also supply this little spanner which you can use to adjust the door height. According to the energy efficiency test conducted in South Africa, the unit is rated as A+, and it has an average consumption of 431 kilowatt hours per year, but that is obviously dependent on how the user uses the unit. The refrigerator side is 338 liters, while the freezer side is 175 liters. It is rated at 39 decibels, but I'll measure that to confirm that specification. Just confirming the dimensions, this unit is literally 90 centimeters on the nose. The width of the freezer door is 39.4 centimeters. The fridge side is 43.5 centimeters. This is the freezer side. To open the freezer door, there is a cutout. Notice that the cutout does not extend the full length of the door. This is the interior of the freezer side. The freezer door opens about 45 degrees and then comes to a stop. The freezer door has 3 plastic baskets. To remove this basket, I need to push on either side. So I'm squeezing it and then it lifts up. There are 2 nipples on each side here. To return it, I put it above the nipple and I can press down, or I can just squeeze it in place. These baskets have slits here, so if you spill anything in the basket, it will come through at the bottom. There's a total of 3 baskets in the freezer door. There are 3 removable shelves, an ice maker, as well as 2 drawers. To remove the shelf, I need to lean it upwards and then slide it at an angle. To return the glass shelf, I just need to slide it along and it will lock in place at the back. If I want to remove it again, I have to tilt and then slide it out. The unit comes with this ice maker. There are 3 ice trays there. You can fill up the ice trays. Once the water has frozen, you can twist here, and then the ice falls into the ice tray below. You have a medium-sized drawer here. If you want to remove it, you just go at a slight angle, and there is a smaller drawer right at the bottom. There are no wheels. This is just the plastic on the plastic. The refrigerator side has 4 shelves and 2 drawers. The depth of the shelf on the fridge side is 36 centimeters. However, it is less on the freezer side at 28 centimeters. The 2 middle shelves have 2 options for where you can put the glass shelf. You can put it there or you can put it there. The same for this one. You can put it there or you can put it there. The drawer comes out like that. It also does not have any wheels. The one at the bottom is like half size. Just less than halfway up the door, you have your first basket. You then have your water cooler. You open there and you fill it up with water. It is 3 liters. And the water dispenser is on the front, a little bit higher than midway. To clean the water cooler, start by lifting this top part off. So I just hold on either side here and I lift this off. I then take my hand, and there's a little plastic lip here at the bottom, and I take my other hand at the top and I go up at an angle, 45-degree angle from the door, and I go like that. So I'm going up at an angle. The reason I'm going up at an angle is these 2 sleeves on the side are at a 45-degree angle. There, I've removed the water cooler. Notice it's got this fitting which must go into this hole. So to return it, I put that in first, and then I align the sleeves on the side, and then I press down towards the door, going at a 45-degree angle. And then a basket at the top. All these baskets are removed in the same way that I showed previously, where you pinch it on the sides to remove it, and when you want to put it back, you push it down. The fridge basket is quite wide at about 16.5 centimeters. The freezer basket is narrower at about 11 centimeters. To open the fridge door, there is a groove all the way along the surface. So you can just grab anywhere and there is the groove. But as stated, the freezer only has a shorter groove. On the underside of the unit, there is a wheel in the middle, and then there are 2 wheels at the back, 1 on each side. The wheels allow you to maneuver the refrigerator in the forward and back motion. Right, once you're happy with the position of your refrigerator, you'll need to extend these feet, 1 on each side of the front. Now, one must extend this to get the refrigerator at a slight angle, meaning this side should be about 10 millimeter to maybe 15 millimeter higher than the back. So that means if I use the spirit level, it will actually be a bit higher in the front. And the reason for that is that the doors must be able to swing closed. Once you've adjusted the feet, set it in such a way that when you leave the door should close on its own. That is why the front of the fridge is a bit higher than the back. So I'm going to extend this by lifting the refrigerator, by turning this foot. It will be useful if you can just get someone to lift the fridge while you are extending this foot. This is also useful if your floor is uneven. Now in this unit there are 2 nuts. The reason for these nuts is to adjust the height of the door. For example, if you are finding that your one door is lower than the other door, you can adjust it just on this side, on the refrigerator side. So what happens is you first unlock the locking nut. There's the locking nut, so I've unlocked that. And now I can adjust this nut over here, either up or down. So if I want to lift the door up, so that means that the fridge door was lower than the freezer door, then I would tighten this, and I'm actually lifting the door. You might notice that the door is lifting up. There, the door is lifting up, and then I can just lock it back in place with this lock nut over there. So this allows me to align the doors. And we only do that adjustment if the one door is higher or lower than the other door. So that we can definitely see how the fridge side is higher than the freezer side. So that's why you need that adjustment. So in this case, I would need to lower the fridge door because it is higher than the freezer door. And there I've aligned it now where both doors are at the same level. On the top, it's got this nifty clip to hold the plug top. On the front of the unit, you have this display. It does go off when the doors are closed. When you open the door, it does make a welcoming sound. If you don't want that sound, you can deselect that sound. Now I'll quickly go through the menu here. I need to press and hold over here for 3 seconds to unlock. Currently it's locked, so I'm going to press here for 3 seconds. It makes a chime, and now I can set the refrigeration and the freezer temperature individually. If I tap on the temperature select, there I'm at the freezer. I can go all the way down to -24 or all the way up to -16. I'm going to set mine to -18. I then activate that setting by pressing temperature select. Now I'm at the refrigeration side, so I can go all the way to 2 degrees or all the way up to 8 degrees. In this case, I'm going to set it at 5 degrees. I'm just going to press temperature select to confirm the setting. There's a mode button here that goes in a loop. If I press it once, there it says super cool. Notice the refrigeration temperature goes to 2 degrees. If I press it again, it goes to super freeze. Now that's for the freezer, -24. So it's a faster freeze or a faster cool. If I press it again, it's both. That means both the refrigeration side and the freezer side are working extra hard to cool. And now I can put it in vacation mode. That puts it at a more energy efficient setting. You can see the freezer goes to -18. The refrigerator, I think, is 6 degrees. If I press mode again, it then goes back to the setting where I can select my temperatures for the freezer and the fridge. When I open and close the door, it makes a chime. If you don't want that, notice it is locked. I can't do anything. It's flashing the little lock button. When I open the door, I press and hold the up and down arrows here for 3 seconds. You need to do this straight after unlocking. Now when I open and close the door, it does not make that chime. If I want to bring the chime back, I press and hold here for 3 seconds and it brings back that chime. To activate or deactivate that, you need to do it straight after unlocking the menu. A nice feature of this unit is if you unplug the unit, it does not lose its settings. Right, I've set the unit to super cool and super freeze, and I'm going to quickly measure the noise. At the moment, the fridge is below 40 decibels, so far that's a very good sign. Once you've turned on the unit and opened the doors, each side has a light. The light shines from the top all the way down. If you leave the doors open for over 2 minutes, it does have an alarm sound. Thanks for watching, and cheers.